One way to improve at Freeplay much quicker than you have been in the past is to think about it differently. You think about Freeplay as a way to get better in ranked. However, set your goals differently. Set it so that you're improving within Freeplay itself. Decide on a certain aspect of car control that you want and try to develop that. So when you finally do, you will be much more rewarded. Then you can go into ranked and rank up. However, if you're aiming to go into Freeplay and come out a diamond or a platinum or a champion, you're going to be disappointed for most of the time that you're in Freeplay because you're not actually making any consistent progress on your goal. Or you might be in a mechanical sense, but your rank is not increasing while you do Freeplay. So find a goal that does increase each time you hop into Freeplay. I hope that helps. Now, one of the first ways we're going to begin this routine is actually by not hitting the ball. Now, I know a lot of you guys know this already, but what you're going to be trying to do is practice wave dashing. That's what you can start with, is just simply trying to wave dash in every direction and getting some good practice controlling your car. Now, some days I start by going a little crazy like a monkey, bouncing off the walls and ceiling, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First today though, we're going to be trying to wave dash, flip every direction, kind of start from the very beginning, because I know a lot of you guys are a little bit lower ranked. So just start by understanding how your car works and how it responds to the walls and the floor. And as you can see, I'm just power sliding around, flipping to each wall. And here we go, I'll practice that a couple times. Start by going sideways to the wall and doing a left flip. Ooh, a little miscontrol there. Alright, I'm going to wave dash onto the wall and then onto the floor. And here we'll do I saw this move in Reddle's videos. He does a right-sided flip and it lands him perfectly on the walls. Now, I'll make a quick tutorial about this at a later time, but for now, follow what my car is doing, follow what my controller overlay is doing, and try to get that down for yourself. It's just kind of a fun thing. Alright, and then we'll also practice, these are called squishy saves, but in reality, they're actually very useful when not saving. So when you are committed on offense, it's perfect to go out of the enemy's goal and back towards your side of the field really quickly. So as you can see, I'm flipping forwards out, backwards out, wave dashing onto the ground. So just experiment. And now I'm going monkey mode and bouncing off the walls. I'm trying to do a little backwards hit there through the goal. As you can see, wave dash. I'm going to go back up the wall onto the ceiling and just practice all this kind of stuff. You're going to spend the first 5 minutes at least of your routine without the ball. And I know this is a struggle for a lot of players. So this is kind of what it should look like, is just toying around, understanding the arena, understanding your car, and the physics of the game, because they are very important in ranked. All right, I'm just jumping off, practicing getting back to the wall with a flip. This is kind of something that you just have to practice and get a feel for. It's kind of hard to describe the exact way that my hand is moving to do that. So that's enough bouncing around for now. What we're going to do is go to settings and turn off unlimited boost. Now, a lot of you guys might have this on standard already, but I want you to have Freeplay in unlimited boost so that you get practice at being at full speed. Turn it off though for now, and what we're going to do is practice understanding what supersonic speed is. Now, that's the fastest speed in the game, and is something that you can actually stay at while only holding drive. Once you reach supersonic speed, you do not have to continue boosting. So practice getting up to supersonic speed. Do this by flipping a couple times. I think sometimes 2 flips work. Try to boost and try to see how much boost it'll take. As you can see here, I'm just going to go until I'm supersonic. I'm going to stop. And now let's see. No, I can't reach supersonic with that much boost. So I'm going to collect a little more and start right now. And I couldn't reach it with that much either. So as you can see, I'm just experimenting and I'm understanding what supersonic is, what speed is in the game, so that later when I'm in ranked, I have a deeper understanding than the rest of the lobby. So it's 70 and a speed flip. No, I messed it up there. I stopped boosting too soon. So let me try that again. I'm going to collect some pads, go in a straight line, and I'll speed flip. And now I'm at full boost. And I'm just going to go to the other goal. So the next thing to practice is once you reach supersonic, as I said, you don't need to continue boosting unless you're turning. So now practice staying at supersonic and feathering your boost each time you go through a pad. Try to stay over a certain number, and this is the best way to practice this drill. If you are above champion, try to stay above 90 boost in your tank. Don't go across the big pads if you can handle it, if that's possible. Try to collect pads around the field, stay at the highest speed possible, and don't let your tank get below 90. Now, if you're a lower rank player, diamonds, try not to go below 80. Platinums and below, try not to go below 70 boost in your tank as you stay supersonic. So that means you're going to have to follow the paths of the boost pads, and this will also give you good practice doing that. No picking up the big boosts, as I said, if possible. And just do this for 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5. It doesn't have to be too long, as long as you do it consistently every couple days. Now turn back on unlimited boost and reset. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start touching the ball again. And instead of hitting it hard, you're going to push it up the wall. This is the first step for every single rank, and even the high rank players will know that this is how you bring the ball off the wall into an aerial. Now use your car control to the best of your ability and try to air dribble the ball into the goal, or just across the map. Now I'm not air rolling here so that I can look closer to what your car might look like, but let me do a quick one where I use the mechanics that some of you guys might have, especially if you're above maybe champion. So it's going to look like a nice air roll. You can try to do flip resets if you want to, and there we go. So that's what I mean, is that do this to the best of your ability, and make sure you do this repetitively. And it's super simple. Just push the ball off the wall, wait a little bit, experiment quite a lot, and see what it does if you hit the brakes early, if you stay close to the ball in the air, if you hit it far away. Just play with the ball here. And this is one of those things you're going to be doing every time you hop into Freeplay, is you're going to hit the ball up the wall. If you see, the ball is perfectly in the center here whenever you spawn off kickoff. Now what this means is it's perfect for putting on your roof. So get the ball on your roof like this and just start walking it in. Walk it into the goal, or try to maintain it on your roof as long as possible in a straight line. And just do this repetitively. Reset each time you score. And if you're a higher ranked player, you can start taking the ball around for little loops. So make it more challenging for yourself. Push yourself. As you can see, I've gone to the left. Now I'm coming back into the goal. I score. And here I'm going to get it. And this time I'm going to go a little crazy. So as you can see, I'm just kind of toying with it, bringing it towards the goal as slow as possible, and flick upwards, and not yet. I'm not going to put it in the goal yet. So as you can see, I'm just playing with the ball here, practicing my flicks, practicing carrying it. So this is for you upper ranked players, but for you lower ranked players, just repetitively push the ball into the goal and carry it on your roof, and slowly try to get to this level. I'll score it this time so we can move on. Alright, so as you can see, this is what it should look like for a beginner, is just trying to put the ball in the net. And it'll be difficult at first. It took me possibly 20 to 30 minutes of resetting to first put the ball in the net like this. Alright, now we're going to be doing a few more dribble things. And this is just to get your dribbling up to Grand Champion level. Where you're going to start by doing, and I did cover this in my Grand Champion video, is popping the ball into the air and trying to bounce it into an air dribble. However, the big difference from my original video is that for many of you lower ranked players, this is what you should be doing. Wait till the ball bounces and then double jump. Try to pop it on target, off the backboard, off the wall. You don't need to worry about air dribbling it closely like I was doing in my video, because I know a lot of people asked me about that. They said, I can't do this, so what should I do? Should I not do this? And you should be popping it into, like, you should be hitting it to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter what you can actually do with the ball, but just practice this timing. Once the ball bounces, practice hitting it. And as you can see, I've done it a lot, and so I can pop it into a nice air dribble, but even I need more practice. And so SSL would laugh at how badly I'm popping it up into an air dribble, that kind of thing. And so it just takes practice, because it's there's a rhythm to it. You can see when the ball hits the ground, and you can estimate just about how high it'll bounce. And practice makes perfect here. So the next thing though is that you're going to want to catch it on your roof. And this is easier said than done. So one tip that I can give you is look at where the little white circle is. So as you see here, I'm going to drive forward and I try to position my car in the middle of the white circle the moment the ball is going to land on my roof. So what I do is I wait and then I boost into the circle at the last second. I've dropped it off my roof here, but this will just be more like what you might be seeing, is like this. So it might not land right on your roof, but that's okay, because you're just going to keep practicing this, and once or twice you'll get it to land perfectly on your roof, but it's okay. Some upper ranked players will be getting it on the roof every single time. I can do this consistently. I think Let's try to do it right now. So there's one, and I'll just show you another one. All right, let's see it. So, see, I just get right in the middle, it bounces up, easy control, and I'll just walk it in. It's that simple. But it takes a lot of practice. Now for the next thing, we're going to be pushing the ball close to the goal, and we're going to be practicing flicks. So practice doing front flips, diagonal flips, 45-degree flicks, all the good stuff. Every single type of flick you know. The easiest way to practice them is just driving forward like this. All right, let's try a backflip now. Off the backboard, I'm going to back up and try to catch it again. Nice, there we go. Oh, off my roof. If I can get it back on, I can go for a 45-degree flick, and there we go, top corner. So, as you can see, I just experiment with my flicks, get a little bit of practice at that, and yeah, it's just a fun little moment. Breezy flick. Oh, that was not too good. I'm not the best at those. And there's a delayed flick. Just popping that one top corner. Nice, there we go. So as you can see, the moment I score, I reset and do it all again. Now you can also do this in training packs. However, I like that in Freeplay, you don't have to reset each time. You can flick it off the crossbar, try to catch the ball, flick it again, those kind of things, and it's adaptable. Whereas in training, it's just the straight shot. All right, let me get it on my roof here again. One or two more, just to show you how repetitive it is. And, ooh, a little backwards flick there. Surprised it actually worked out. And one final breezy. Didn't quite get any power on it. Got the timing wrong. But there we go. Now, going along with that, the next evolution of this is to hit the ball in a certain direction and then power slide and try to get it on your roof. And this is going to be incredibly hard for a lot of you players who are maybe below diamond, but start practicing it and just see how it feels to try to get the ball on your roof when it's not on the kickoff. When it's on the kickoff, it's a little bit off the ground, I'm pretty sure, and so it's a little bit easier to get on your roof, and so this is kind of difficult, but with practice, as you can see, it gets really easy, and some of you players will already know how to do this quite consistently, but if you don't, make sure you put the time into just getting the ball on your roof like this, and getting that down repetitively. Now, if you can do this consistently, and you can wave dash, and you can speed flip, all of those good mechanics, I would say you can start trying to do really complicated and exotic things with the ball on your roof. Practice wave dashing with it, as you can see. And I would also recommend practicing half flips. So get the ball on the back of your car and try doing a backflip, flip canceling, and half flipping with it. Now, what this is really good at, and I think I might have said this before, is being consistent with half flipping in very complicated scenarios. A lot of the time we just practice them in Freeplay with no external factors at play. So when it's in game, we often mess up our half flips. I really noticed that at the lower ranks. So by practicing them with things going on, with carrying the ball, all that stuff, you can actually get super consistent at them. So we're going to actually practice boomer ball here. What you're going to do is start by hitting it off the sidewall. This is the perfect flat surface. It covers the entirety of the arena, and there's no goal for you to accidentally score on. So drive in a circle, you can power slide here, practice your power slides, and just hit it off the far wall. Don't jump, just try to get it right after it's bounced or right before, and just smack it against the wall, go in a big loop, and come back to it. You might have to jump occasionally, and that's okay. And then you can start adding in flips and hitting it off other walls. But if you can't hit it successfully off this wall, then, just start slow and work your way up to more difficult boomer ball. So as you can see, I'm going back to just hitting it off the wall. And that was a little bit weak, so I'm going to try to hit it with power by using a flip. As you can see, that is closer to what a high-level boomer ball should look like. It's just these powerful flips, hitting the ball solidly off the wall. That was kind of scuffed there. But this is how to play it. And like I said, you'll want to evolve this up so that you're eventually staying at supersonic, hitting it off each wall like this. You power slide around. Oh, that was a weak hit. And when you get to a certain level, you'll be actually driving up on the walls and hitting it as hard as you can off of them. So it becomes a 3D boomer mode. But for now, we're going to stay on the floor because that is the perfect start and it's what your free play should look like. So I'm just going to get this. Bang, I hit that all the way downfield. It's going to go off the crossbar, I think. Nice, good read there. And I'm going to go up and flip, hit that again. And as you can see, I'm doing these big loops so that I can get a solid hit with the corner of my car. And actually that reminds me, the way to get power on the ball is going to be flipping. It's going to be hitting it with the very corner and boosting through your hits. And also power sliding so you're coming at the ball from the right direction. As you can see, I just waited patiently there, knowing where the ball was going to go. And the way I curve around makes it so that I can hit it really easily with the corner. Now, as I keep saying, make sure you're power sliding as well, especially during these kind of drills, because in-game, Grand Champion level players power slide over 100 times often, and I notice that lower ranked players power slide maybe less than 5 times each game. So what you're going to want to do is practice forcing yourself to power slide here. Turn all the way around so that you can get nice powerful hits on the ball. And yeah, and so this is what higher level boomer ball should look like, but as I said, you can start by just keeping it against that one side wall and just hitting it repeatedly off that wall. I got a little carried away just now. I sometimes just go on autopilot when I'm in free play, but that is not the best thing to do for improvement. Same as when you're in game. Always concentrate, and a lot of the time we go on autopilot just to get a win and try to rank up, but in reality that's actually holding you back in the long run. You want to stay focused during your games and think about improvement the entire time, and the win second. All the way downfield with power here. So I'm just slowly leveling up my boomer ball right now and just showing you what it should look like if you're maybe a champion or higher. It should be very fast paced. I'm supersonic a lot of the time. If you're higher than me, you'll be supersonic even more of it, and your hits will be more powerful. And so you just slowly level up each aspect of boomer ball. And this is extremely helpful for training, because in game, imagine if you're playing a platinum game and you get this kind of power every time you hit the ball. It's so easy to rank out of plat with that kind of power, that kind of consistency. And it's also good for passing and shooting and every kind of thing, since the ball is a very important aspect of playing Rocket League. And yeah, so this is pretty much done. I'm just going to go for one final little, I don't know, flip reset. I tried to go for a double here, but like I say in the other ones, you can just goof off a little bit at the beginning and the end. Free play isn't strict like this. It's supposed to be fun while you improve. But yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.